Girl Talk with Belle. We are celebrating some of the dopest and most influential women in the music industry, radio industry, entertainment industry, period. And we are celebrating Black Music Month.
Absolutely.
And to kick things off with my little mini-series here, I have the first on-air personality of 92.7 The Block, Renee, all day.
What's up, Jay? First female.
First female.
Personality.
First female, always the first.
Oh, yeah.
Great thing, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. Oh, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. How about you, Boo? I'm loving the outfit.
Thank you very much.
Kill it.
I love your outfit. I love your hair.
Thank you. Fresh cut. Summertime's coming.
Right? Something new, right? I
Yes.
get that. I understand that. Now, we're going to just jump right into it.
Let's get it.
All right, so I was reading a little bit of backstory on you, and
Okay.
you're a huge influencer in the Charlotte community. Can we get a kind of like a background story on how you got into being such a huge influencer?
Well, I mean, I came to the Charlotte community as a student. I was studying at Winthrop University, studying broadcast journalism there, and I just started networking like crazy. Immediately, I started networking, and my paths crossed with a lot of people in media because that was my area of interest. From there, I started hosting parties, just getting involved in community events, things of that nature, getting my name out there and doing my own online radio show. And then they started another station here in Charlotte, and when they needed a female personality for it, I got the phone call just because I was always on the scene and, just preparing myself and making myself ready for opportunities. And then from there, I just, put a lot of hard work and effort into it, continue to build, do the same things I've done, at the beginning of my career, I'm still doing now as I'm getting deeper into my career and, just trying to elevate. And that's how I ended up at Radio 1 as the first female at 92.7 The Block.
And how has the experience been so far? I mean, this is a male-dominated industry.
It is.
So
It's been crazy.
Right? How do you, beat past those that think they can walk all over you?
It's been crazy. I've definitely had to learn to be tough, but one thing about me, I'm very, very driven and I'm very focused. I feel like what I'm doing, this is my true destiny. And so with that in mind, it gives me a lot of confidence to go into dealings because, it's all guys. It's guys everywhere. I'm engaged, so, that's another factor that I have to deal with. And it is tough. It's not easy, but what I think helps me the most is just gravitating toward my fellow sisters in the media world, showing a lot of love and support there, and I honestly get a lot of love and support back, so that keeps me uplifted. I surround myself around positive people, and I just go hard, because, just because I'm a female, I can go just as hard as Chewy, anybody else, I'm right there with them neck and neck. I'm a fierce competitor.
That sounds like a competition to me.
Let's go. He knows what's up.
Who's our afternoon personality, You gotta step up your game.
I keep him on point.
Keep him on point.
He knows.
You got to. And you speak of women in the industry. Who are some of the people that have influenced you since you got your start?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. To go back to the early days, there was a radio personality in Columbia, South Carolina, Brenda Jones. She was on the Big DM. I grew up listening to her. I didn't know that I was going to end up in radio at the time, but she always stood out in my mind for some reason. Her nephew actually is the coach at Philip O'Berry High School. Shout out to Maurice Jones. But, she was one of my early influences. Of course, you have your natural go-tos, Oprah, watching the Wendy formula, how she switched it from radio into TV. Right. People like that. But on a more local level, Mary Kay, who's our program director here, she's not only my boss, she's also one of my biggest mentors. A lot of people don't know she's also an on-air personality, so she coaches me directly. And then Olympia D, Cheryl Girl. There's so many. I don't want to miss out on any one, but here at Radio 1, we have a studio full of powerful, legendary women in media. So, everywhere I turn, pretty much, there's people there that can help influence me. Some names some that you may not know. And so, I guess it's right here at home. I get a lot of support here, and I definitely look up to a lot of the women in the Charlotte radio community.
So you've been...
Does that answer the question? In length.
So how long have you been in radio?
I've been on air here in Charlotte for 3 years as an actual strong on-air personality, but I've been working toward this. We just talked about this. I've been working on this 10, 12, 13 years. It wasn't an overnight process. A lot of people don't know I started off in music. I lost my record deal with Universal Records. I went through a lot of different things in this industry on different sides. Right. I hosted parties for free. I did free radio shows. People thought I was crazy. I showed up places with mics. But, you know, knowing at the end of the day, it was all going to come to something special, and now here we are, living our dreams.
Now, give me a little bit more backstory on your record deal with Universal Records. Now, this is interesting to know because, you know, you said you work on both sides, but now to hear how you used to be a rap artist. Okay.
I did. I used to be a rap artist in a group with my sister called Jules. She sung, I rapped. Dr. Dre produced beats for us. We recorded our demo out in Las Vegas, and I got kicked out the group.
Why?
They didn't feel like my talent was up to par, or, you know, it wasn't exactly what they were looking for in terms of music or, you know, that particular label and their direction. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it ended up being a great experience for me because now when artists come, you know, I have that understanding of where they're coming from, and I think it helps me relate to them that much more. And it wasn't for me, you know, but you have to go through different situations sometimes to find your purpose. So my purpose, it kind of came together in a weird way, but it all made sense.
What they say, when God closes one door, He opens
another one opens.
Hey,
absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's been a ride. It's been a ride. It's been a great ride.
And since you've been, you know, working in the industry, period, music broadcasting, period, how do you think music has changed over the years? How much has it influenced our culture?
Wow.
Urban culture, not just hip hop culture, R&B, you know, our urban culture overall.
You know what? That's a really good question. I'm glad you asked that because it has changed so tremendously. Not only just the music itself, but the way the music is being communicated and shared has changed. So there's been so many changes in media from the time I started, you know, many years ago until now. And I feel like it's fresher. I like the rawness of the energy. I like the realness of the energy. I love the millennial energy and the feeling there. But I do sometimes kind of struggle with some of the musical messages that are there. But again, as a woman in this industry and someone who has my own set of morals, I try to just do my best to add that and add value to our station. So, you know, I love rap music. I love ratchet music. I'm not gonna lie. You were at the concert with me. I think I was probably the most turned up one in our crew. But at the same time, we got to make sure we keep that focus on positivity and keep, you know, celebrating our culture. So when people try to degrade this music, they call it mumble rap. They call it whatever they want. No, I celebrate this music because it's a real big part of our culture. But at the same time, you know, we got to make sure we keep those positive messages in place too.
Okay. So if you had to kind of put some of the names out there, top 5 huge influencers right now in the hip hop industry that are like killing the game.
Oh my gosh. Okay, top of my list, Migos. I'm a huge Migos fan.
Okay.
I feel like they're really representative of our listeners at 92.7 The Block and of the culture. Not only are they great musicians, in my opinion, they're great businessmen, and they're also very articulate. So talking with them, having interviewed them, they got to go up at the top of the list.
Okay.
Am I in the right realm? Like, is this where we're going with it? Okay, this is where we're going. We're going there. We're going Migos. Other big influencers now. You gonna be able to edit this?
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it is what it is. You're giving us your honest opinion, your honest answer, and you know, however long it takes. I can edit out little pieces, but
okay,
yeah.
I mean, just Migos. Really, I feel like they're at the top of the game. To me, this generation is all about the culture. It's all about understanding. It's all about unity. So the fact that the 3 of them collectively have come together and they're just so representative of, I think, the voice of this new generation. So in urban hip hop, I would have to say them. Of course, you got like Future, Lil Yachty, but then on the other side of it, you got your Kendrick Lamar. You know, you have your conscious rappers that are really dropping heat that's making you think. You got your T Grizzlies that are storytellers. You know, their names may not be as big. These might not be the huge superstars, but these are the people that are relevant to our culture right now at this time. So, you know, those are some of the names that stand out to me now. I'm sure there's plenty that I'm forgetting. You can't forget Beyonce, you know, that goes without saying, but just talking about fresh, relevant, right now on post, you know, that's where it's at. We with the mumble rap.
The mumble rap.
Yeah.
I didn't learn how to rap then mumble.
Hey, me too. Maybe I wouldn't have lost my record deal.
Different times, different places. Well, you know, let me see, I got one more question for you. If you weren't a radio personality, what do you think you would be doing on the other side of things?
Oh my gosh.
Would you still be working in music, or do you think you'd be, you know, working in a totally different industry, another career field?
I definitely think it would have to be in the entertainment industry somewhere. Whether I'd be writing scripts, because a lot of people don't know this too, I write. I'm a real big nerd. I write scripts. I'm into theater, drama, entertainment, anything fun related. That's what I got to do. I can't be in a stuffy boardroom or cubicle, so it would have to be entertainment related. But to be honest, I can't say what I would be doing outside of being a radio personality, because this is my dream and this is all I've really wanted for so long. But I do think about long-term careers, and I think that's something a lot of women in media should think about, and especially if you're like on the front side of the camera, thinking about long-term, you know, how can you make your career have that longevity? So I could see myself, you know, transitioning to behind the scenes, doing production, editing. Those are the types of areas that I focus on, you know, when I'm not out and about doing events. I'm trying to build those skills so that I can be an executive, you know, on that type of level later. So that's the only other thing I can see myself doing. It had to be media.
So either way, you're gonna be a boss.
Yeah, I gotta be a boss regardless. That's basically what I'm saying, boo. Thank you for breaking it down. Got to. I'm trying to be like you.
You know, I'm far from being a boss, but you know, thank you for the compliment.
Got this.
Well, if you had any words of inspiration of women that are coming into this industry and they're looking to be on the same path,
Sorry,
coming the same path that you are, what would you say?
I would say, be prepared to be strong. Be prepared for no's. Be prepared for obstacles. Be prepared to fight for what you want, because it's not going to be handed to you. It is a male-dominated industry, and it takes a lot for a woman to command respect in this industry and not be viewed as a sex object. You know, there's different ways that people get themselves into the game. I always made sure that I wanted to present my talent first, and everything else comes secondary. So, you know, tap into yourself. Don't sell yourself short. You don't have to be objectified to be taken seriously in this industry. And honestly, I think you will get a lot more respect like that in the long run, because it's worked for me. I get a lot of respect in the community. I get a lot of love. So I would just say, go for it. Be ready to fight, but know that you're up to the challenge.
All right, well, with that said, this is Girl Talk with J. Belle.
Jay! I love it.
All day. They want to listen to you and your social media. They want to connect with you. Let them know what it is.
Hey, rock out with me Sundays 4 to 8 right here on 92.7 The Block. And you can follow me at Renee all day. You know I'm locked and loaded. Let's go.
See you next time.
Jay.
Good. That was good.